So the other day I posted this meme I made on Twitter. It was basically just me trying to create the worst strats I could think of, like Tarakasha on Fox and Minami S3 on Skull after Leon S2. Well, there's this reply I got where someone suggested I should use a team of Chord, Leon, Yusuke, and Ange. And holy yeah, this is probably one of the worst teams you could run in P5X. Why, you may ask? Well, let me explain. But before getting into the team, I want to explain what bad means when I'm describing this team. The units in the team aren't bad, like Chord and Ange. The team is bad because the synergy between units is bad, which I'll get into more in a moment. But also, this team has a slight bit of synergy that allows them to function like a normal team. It would sort of be like cheating if I used 3 buffers and Puppet and called that the worst team. Like, yeah, it's true, but like, that's not even a team at that point. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's talk about the team now. First with the DPS, Fox. Fox is actually a pretty bad DPS. His damage is very mediocre when compared to any other DPS. Well, the cool thing about Fox is that his damage scales off of his defense stat and not his attack stat. And most buffers in P5X usually buff the attack stat alongside other stats. So if I want to make the worst team possible, Fox is a no-brainer since his synergy with most buffers sucks. Well, on that note, let's talk about why these 2 buffers are on the team. First up is Chord. Let me explain why she's on the team. Well, Chord's main buffing skill, skill 2, is useless on Fox since it only buffs attack. One of Chord's passives also buffs attack when someone uses a highlight. So yeah, she's buffing stats that make no difference to Fox. Also, Chord gets to spam Fox's highlight. Since Fox's highlight is just so meh, it doesn't really make sense to run Chord on his team. I mean, it does good damage and it lets Fox counter more, but it's really not something you need to dedicate an entire unit to. But Chord is also slightly useful. Her highlight can give some good damage bonus buffs, her skill 2 gives some crit rate because she's at A2, and skill 3 makes the highlight do slightly more damage. Overall, a very bad choice for a Fox team, but that's what we're after. Well, next up is Leon. Well, most of the buffs Leon gives are with attack, with his skill 3, highlight, and his stacks, so they are all cosmetic for Yusuke. Synergy with Yusuke is at an all-time low, but his A6 and his 5-star do give some crit damage buffs, which are sort of useful for Fox. Well, overall, most of the buffs Chord and Leon will give will do nothing, but they offer some crit buffs and highlight spam that can kind of help Fox out, so this is perfect for the worst team. Well, next up is Ange, the Navigator. Ange is the best Navigator in P5X, but she sucks with Yusuke. Ange's main gimmick is that she can give an extra turn to any character, but Fox has no useful skills that need to be repeated unlike other DPSs. Like, let's look at Fox, but better. Her skill 3 does like 1,000,000 damage. Ange letting her do that twice in a row is really busted. And now what does Fox have? Skill 2, it does like 70k twice in a row. I thought it would be possible to give him 2 AoE counters, but that doesn't work. So yeah, Ange extra turn gimmick really sucks with Fox. Not to mention, Ange buffs a lot of attack with skill 3 on her passive. At the very least, skill 1 buffs penetrate and skill 3 also buffs damage bonus, so not all of Ange's buffs are bad. Okay, well, last up is Wonder. I still wanted to give him personas that sort of help but are sort of useless. I gave him the Ice Dagger since it increases ice damage by a bit and it's also worse than the Defense Dagger for Fox. I didn't want to give him King Frost since that would be a really good persona choice, so I gave him Sandalphon. This persona's skill 1 buffs attack, great, but they also buff some defense with their trait, so it's kind of like King Frost but just worse for Yusuke. Next, I gave Wonder the Shark Guy for some extra ice damage, that's okay I guess, and then Dominion for the highlight. So yeah, overall not the best persona picks for a Yusuke team, but that's sort of the point. Well, now the team is all lined out, how will I test them out? Well, there's an AoE ice boss in SOS at the moment, so let's go there. Okay. Here we are with the team. We hopefully can do good here. I don't think they're gonna do good. Their entire gimmick is that they suck together, but I believe in them. I believe. Alright, so we're getting the beautiful attack buffs with Leon over here. And hey, look at that. Boom, he gets shield. So good. Okay, I'm just gonna refresh a loyal listener. I think that should be good. I think I go for, let's go, yeah, I want to go Ayaka highlight into, hopefully, yeah, Sandalphon should be perfect here. We still do get the defense buffs. They're buffing attack, but it doesn't matter. It's good enough, man, good enough. Okay, we got a big counter incoming. Let's see what this does. Okay, what was that? What was that? I didn't even see what that was. 200 overall, though. That's not bad. Really not bad at all. We do get a highlight next turn. We get, I think, like, a couple to be... Yeah, we do get a couple highlights. This is definitely not going too well, but we will see what happens. Another thing that's really bad about this team that I'm sure I already talked about is that the turn rotation is very bad, but Ange is finally coming into play with her beautiful attack and penetrate buffs. It's just so useful for Yusuke, isn't it? Let's go for the skill 2. Hopefully good. We'll take it, whatever. Okay, I want to use Leon highlight next. I think that should be perfect. But we do get the Chord highlight. I think it does do extra damage. And then I guess next turn we might go Wonder or Leon highlight. That could be good. All right, Yusuke, do good damage. Let's see what this does. Let's see what it does. Okay, that's like 40k, and now we get a bunch more follow-ups. To increase his attack, that's just useless. I guess I'll just go... Oh, I don't have Dionysus. I do have you, though. Yeah, you're pretty much Dionysus. Okay, we're going for this, I guess. Should be hopefully good. Yeah, we go Sharky Boy now. Let's go Big Shark. We get the knockdown, which doesn't really help us, but whatever. Okay, we get follow-ups. Let's see. He misses the crit. Oh my god, 8,000. All right, go back. Okay, that's a knockdown. 4,000, man. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. All right, another one. 4,200 with the crit. Okay, crits aren't really helping. Leon, you're supposed to be buffing crit damage. What is this? Okay, well, Leon is not doing his job. Thanks for that, Leon. Thanks. That's just so cool. I don't even know when to use Ange highlight, dude. I just don't know when to use it. There's like no good times to use it with Yusuke, which is why I chose her too. I'm sure I explained that. But we do get this back. Look at that. Big AoE counter incoming. About to change the world. We're gonna refresh loyal listener into hope. I think we just go you again, Sanofon. Dominion isn't really doing much, honestly. She's cosmetic. She's cosmetic. Anyway, come back with the defense buff, so that should hopefully do something. Big AoE follow-up, though. Let's see what happens here. Please, big damage. Okay, that's something. I think that's something. I'm gonna try to Yusuke highlight next turn. That should be perfect. He's still not doing damage. 7k, it's slightly more, but it's rough. Yeah, 7.5. That's just not good at all. We are not doing that much damage. That's what I expected, though. Let's be honest. I'm gonna probably use Ange highlight next time I get skill 2. I'm thinking. Anyway, let's go for this. No crits at all. Fucking beautiful. Yeah, I guess we just go for this too. Highlight should do good damage. We got refresh stacks. I guess I will delay the Chord highlight a little bit too. I forgot what skill I used last turn. I'm just gonna use skill 3. I'm hoping I used skill 2. Okay, come on, Sharky Boy. We get a knockdown on Sir, which isn't really that helpful, but it can do something. Okay, big counters coming this turn. Hopefully we got big counters. Let's see. 5k, no crits though. 5k with the counter. So counters aren't really not helping. That sucks. I will Ange highlight next turn 100%. Yeah, so we're not really doing too much damage. What do I wanna Chord highlight? I'm gonna save that for next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna save Chord highlight for next turn. So I'm just gonna refresh Little Listener because I don't know how long it's gonna be here for. I guess I just use this now. That should be perfect. Yeah. No, we use that next turn. We use Chord highlight next turn. Yeah, so then we can get the Ange. Pretty much get buffs with Ange highlight. Okay, Sandalphon, last skill 1 of the fight. Make it count, dude. We get big AoE though. Let's see. Big damage. I think he is 70 on someone, so that's an improvement. 70k is not bad at all, but we'll take it. Okay, yeah, 6,000. He's just not hitting good, bro. It's cooked. It's cooked, dude. 6k, nearly 7. We did okay. Now we gotta use Ange highlight. Oh gosh, this is going terribly. Ange with the big buffs coming in. They're not doing much. Big Ange highlight. Absolutely gonna change the fight. Okay, then we go for Chord highlight here. Maybe we can charge one more highlight. I don't know, but we will see. Okay, 2 big skill 3s back to back. Let's see. Okay, 7,000. That's something, man. All right, do it again, Yusuke. Go for it again. Let's see. Okay, that's decent. That's decent. We're at 3 million score. Last big damage. We get the absolutely huge Yusuke highlight. Let's go for this, dude. Oh my. Okay, please, Yusuke, do some damage. Do some damage. You got this. 4,000. Yeah. Cool. Okay, big highlight wonder. Finish it off hard. Like, just finish strong. Okay, 100k. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, big skill 1. They're all knocked. They take extra damage. Let's see. Okay, 78. We'll take a 78 overall. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's it. Let's see. 3.5 mil. Okay, so you can definitely see how the teams did not synergize at all. But on the bright side, that was only 2 million less than the other time I did a Yusuke SOS. So you know what? Not bad at all. Definitely not bad at all. Well, yeah, they did as well as I would have expected them to do. This is a fun idea, though. So thanks to Jojo Vegetables 37 on Twitter for the amazing idea. Please go follow them. I kind of want to retry this in the future with another really bad team, so maybe give me some ideas. Alright, well, that was the worst team video. Pretty interesting video, I won't lie. I know I said I'd have more time to edit this on a community post, but I didn't really use that time. I won't even lie. I spent way too much time playing Overwatch. That's awkward, but fun video. Thank you so much to the person who suggested that. Follow them, please. I'm putting it on screen again. If you don't follow them, I will cry. Anyway, next video, I sort of have 2 ideas for what I want to do, but probably make a post on that tomorrow, like a poll like I always do, because I can't decide between them. And then I do have a lot of free time coming up, so I want to make that Overwatch video, and then we should be at the Mitsuru update, which is going to be so hype. I want to do so much with that update. I want to fight the Reaper. I can do DOT only Tartarus. Like, it's just such a good update. I cannot wait for that update. Don't think I'm gonna do story for the update because I don't like doing the story. I won't lie for the P3 stuff. But I'm gonna keep this outro short and sweet because I don't really know what else to say. Hopefully I can work on another short soon. I'll probably do that. Yeah. Actually, I might not have time to do that. I'm gonna be really busy with the new Pokemon game because that's gonna be good. Hopefully, at least. It's the whole reason I bought a Switch 2 is for that goddamn Pokemon game. But enough yapping. I think that's all I really have to talk about for today. So thanks for watching. Bye.